Good evening. Nice to see all of you. I'm welcome from Sneak Rehab Foundation. Sneak, now I will not go into what we are doing. Already, we are working on various things like awareness, knowledge-based session, and kids for kids activities and everything. I'll come down to you today's topic directly, that we are doing all ABA intervention series. So we are in the third session of ABA intervention series. That is very, very important for all the kids, whether they are, in the initial stage, that is verbal, non-verbal. We should know this, where and when to use this. So for this topic, picture exchange communication system, we have Ms. Beenal Shah with us. Beenal Shah, ma'am, she is child developmental and behavior consultant working for kids with various developmental concerns for more than 15 years. She is board certified behavior analyst USA with various degrees and credential in education and psychology. She runs her service organization named Hashbin with her team of various other developmental professionals such as speech therapist, occupational therapist, and sports trainer. And we are doing this series of webinar in association with Autism Parents Hub and Hashbin. So I welcome you, ma'am, and I'll hand it over to you.
Yeah.
This session.
Right. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Hello. And so today's topic, picture exchange communication system. It's very essential and very, I would say, very important topic for parents to understand that when to switch on to picture exchange communication system. The very first thing, what is picture exchange communication system? Basically, it's a way of communication. It's the way we talk and explain, the way we write and communicate, the way we type and communicate. Sometimes sometimes individuals sign and use gestures to communicate. It communication about needs. It could be about answering things, about questioning, about let's say showing something, getting the attention. It could be anything. It's not limited to only requesting or asking for items. It's way beyond, because it's a complete language in itself, which allows children to broaden their environment, their network, their awareness, and their being into the world. So many a times it's very confusing for parents to take a decision on to whether to switch on to picture exchange communication system, or wait for a speech, or use the speech which is available, and how to go with that. So I would like to share what I personally think about this. It may not be same as all parents think, but usually this is what the suggestion that I try to give to parents about picture exchange communication system. So I would tell you something. Speech is a very, 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 very voluntary movement, right? It's basically, it's in our control whether we want to speak or no. It's very difficult for others to prompt or help us or help individual in getting speech out. It's a very difficult. And why it is difficult, I'll tell you. Let's say I want child to clap. I can take child's hand and get it clapped. Even if child doesn't want to do, I can prompt immediately 100%, 90%, 80%, 60%, 30, 40, 10. It goes down, and I can keep prompting to get these skills achieved. And that's the reason, because they are because they are very well prompted, and they are it's very easy to train children in using their motor ability. It's very easy to achieve them too. We have not seen any, it's very rarely that we know kids with autism or similar diagnosis that they couldn't clap their entire life, or they couldn't basically imitate motor movements entire life, because if prompted well, they're very achievable, because it's easy for them, for us as a trainer, to train them for. But for speech articulation, where do you prompt? Here. What do you do so the speech sound comes out? It's not easy. It requires 110% of motivation for them to work on their muscles, their own, to get the speech sound out. Okay. So if kids are young, let's say age of 2, 3, 4, so usually only stimulation activity of what we have already spoken in few sessions which we took before this, it's easy for them to get the speech out, because there is no kind of filter at the age of 2 and 3. The anxiety level of not doing something which is being told to them, it's lesser compared to older kids. By the time they are older, the anxiety level is high. And because of that, they have filter in terms of what is more difficult, what is less difficult, what they want to do by their own, given a chance, and what they don't want to do, and how can they get escape. So their intellectual ability is totally functional by that time to get escape out of difficult demands. And because of that, the external motivation to get speech out is difficult. Even the internal motivation to get speech out is limited there, because they don't feel need of speech, as they have made their life much comfortable with no speech and only gestures, or maybe pointing, or maybe parents have understood their needs and they have learned to basically manage them without they being using their speech. So by the time kids are 4, 5, 6 or later stages, speech is difficult. But that doesn't mean we immediately and 100% jump on picture exchange communication system and stop stimulating our kids. No. We keep doing stimulation activity entire day. But there is another mode of communication that we look into developing, so that the anxiety towards not being able to communicate or not being able to be connected to other individuals can be tackled very well. So there is no one answer to whether to jump on packs or whether to wait for speech, whether to accept that speech is not going to come, whether to jump on picture exchange communication system at a very young age. No, it entirely depends on how much intensity of work we have already given to the child, what all approaches are already used and we have not got result, what is the level of anxiety, and how much stimulation are we giving for speech. So I would say, if parents come and tell me that we try to play with child 2 to 3 hours in a day, or 3-4 hours in a day, and we try to speak continuously, I would say, see, your child is awake for 12 hours. If you think you can go beyond that, there is nothing wrong in that. Go to 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours of stimulation, 9 hours of stimulation, 10 hours of stimulation. Divide your work among your family members. Get support from out. Get people to help you to stimulate your kids. If that is helping for children to get speech, okay, good. We will go ahead with that. We are not going to tell them, okay, you are on PEX now, don't please speak. No, we are not going to say that. Let's not use your speech for communication. No, absolutely no, we are not going to say that. So we are not kind of leaving a wish where our children speak one day. No, we are not doing that. And I'm not even asking any one of you to do that. But what I'm asking right now is, keep stimulation at one level and keep another way of communication at another, and try to build both together to help children communicate. And knowledge of text is definitely going to be useful when the speech comes, because vocabulary is getting developed. Their listeners responding is getting developed in picture exchange communication system, and that kind of skill is definitely going to help you in achieving better communication once the vocals are out, at least at the level of echoics, where children are repeating what we are wanting them to say, right? So, and again, there is one more confusion in terms of whether to give sign language or picture exchange communication system. So it's again, it's a very controversial topic. There are set of parents or set of professionals who say, oh, how is it possible for us to carry pictures everywhere? No. Then why not sign? And others would say, if we are training kids in sign language, how others will understand signs? How would they able to communicate to others? So it all depends on its network, child's network, how much are we expecting from child, and what is child's environment looks like. I usually go into combination of both with the simulation of speech intact. At the age of 13, 15 non-vocal kids, I don't stop my stimulation. I remember, I think Mrs. Smita Avasthi, I think Dr. Smita Avasthi, she had done one training. What I've heard of is 14-year-old with the intraverbal techniques, with simulation, and with a lot of other techniques employed together intensively. 14-year-old non-verbal kid had gotten vocal speech. So that is quite possible if everything just comes into one line, and try to give best intense stimulation as possible. So speech is one thing we are never going to leave hope about, but sign and picture exchange communication system, I always try to balance both. So some important necessary things which could be, whose signs could be easily understood by others, even kind of strangers, I would try to teach signs. And for other better communication and verbal behavior progress, I would try to use picture exchange communication system. So this is where I try to use both to help kids to in achieving their goals as much as possible. Okay, Mrs. Rodriguez, can we have a slide, the first slide? Next. Right. Training on how to communicate. Okay. So basically, it all depends on what level visual discrimination children are working on. For children who are not being able to discriminate among pictures very easily, or outline pictures very easily, or they can't understand symbols, words, sentences, for them we start with actual photographs of exactly the cup. It is all about children who are not really well developed in basic skills of their language, or their listeners responding for them, and even their visual perception is not developed kind of at a par with the age, and it's very difficult for children to help them in achieving their visual perception also. So those kids, I recommend taking actual pictures of actual things which are available at home. But I don't recommend this for every child, because we are making dependent on children on actual pictures, where we know the kids can relate to other similar pictures or symbols or words or sentences. So not necessarily you need actual pictures of everything. I've seen most of the kids having books having child brushing the teeth, or exact toothbrush, or exact soap, or bedroom or something. Well, it's a great way to start, but you may not necessarily continue that for longer time, because you're making child prompt dependent on exact pictures which are required, right? And that helps, and that doesn't allow them to explore their understanding and skill on better visual description, discrimination skill. So it could be related pictures or symbols. So if brush, if I just make an underline and some kind of bristles or not, child may relate that this is brush and I'm talking, and parents are talking about brushing right now. Or it could be words, so brushing or brush or maybe bee or something like that, which kids can understand. Sentences, yeah, for children who have developed better reading abilities, sentences can be used where we can write I am brushing, or I want to brush, or this is the brush, or I want blue brush, or something what we are expecting parents or kids to communicate about. So that can really help. Next PPT. So one is how to make them communicate. So you have to develop that skill of communication as a separate goal, and what to communicate comes after this, where we know the children are being able to communicate, or do listeners responding by basically recognizing the pictures which are available to them. Those could be words, symbols, or sentences, or pictures, or related pictures, anything. But if we know that, okay, what we are talking, child is being able to point easily with enough discrimination among at least 4 to 5 pictures, you can go to exactly what how to make them communicate. Okay, so how to make them communicate in terms of what to communicate. So what do they communicate is, again, I personally feel it starts from man, tact, and then it doesn't go to intraverbal, man and tact mainly. Why? First we start with pointing picture to ask for maybe items, then actions, then maybe questioning about where is it, what is it, where is father, where is mother, where is my bag. The whole mending as a skill can be taught via picture exchange communication system. So currently we have kid who is almost I would say 10 years old, and he had come to us, maybe he was when he was 9 or 8, I think little before 9. And we started with listeners responding, making him point various available pictures, and slowly and gradually we went to manned, where he could request an item which he wants from available pictures or available items. Slowly and gradually we went to symbols. So currently we are on a level where he can select the symbol of the item which he wants, and he can communicate. Even if, and also if we ask what do you see, or example, what is the color of an apple, and there are some colors, cards of colors kept in front of the child in an area of maybe 5 to 7. He can easily, if he asks what is the color of mango, he can easily point the card which shows yellow color. If we ask okay, can you tell me what you brush with, and he can, with the picture around maybe 5 to 7, he can easily point the brush. If we say, okay, could you tell me a name of a vehicle, and maybe from 10 things around, if there is one bus and others are not vehicle, he can easily point bus. So his vocabulary in terms of feature, function, and class is increasing with picture exchange communication system. So its stack level is increasing, his man level is increasing. We are taking it ahead where it can be used in kind of concept building of regular life. So what do you drink when you're thirsty? Maybe he can be taught, which is not yet done, but he can be taught to maybe point water. So understanding of his self can also develop using picture exchange communication system. Most of the time parents feel that the picture exchange communication system is limited to asking for things or manding for items which child wants, but I would say it goes much beyond. But if started at right time, we are available with enough time to develop everything which is required to. Intraverbal to communicate is not basically possible with picture exchange communication system, because intraverbal itself says there will be no visual cue. So if you are asking me what is my name, and if I have any cue in front of me, whether it is a symbol or a picture or a word or a sentence and I say, oh, my name is Beenal, then that's not intravverbal. It's basically only tact or textual level. So tact or textual level is possible till that level that we can, but intraverbal skills are not developed, are not possible with picture exchange communication system. But yes, signs can be used to teach intraverbal as a skill, where we ask, if we ask, what do you want, what do you drink when you're thirsty, and maybe this is the sign of water, or okay, what do you drink in the night in bottle, and then maybe if this is a sign of milk, child can do this. So it all depends on the skill of child, whether the motor ability is enough developed to teach signs, to get intraverbal on intraverbal skill training done. But if it's not possible, then at least MAND and tech level training can be done and child can be progressed and taken ahead at much better level. Next slide. So what are the prerequisite skills for picture exchange communication system? The first is maintaining and sustaining eye contact. Okay, and waiting as a skill, and listeners responding as a skill. If there is, so I basically, we start with motor imitation skills. We start with pointing out environmental objects where children can, basically children can be asked to point items or people from surrounding, and can get them aware about their being in the environment where they are. Waiting, it's very important, because later on you would want children to wait uh, until there is a system of cards, or maybe on a mobile app or something is available to him, or maybe asking for that particular system to mand or tact what is needed. Right, listeners responding, yes, unless and until there is no discrimination among discrimination skill which is developed to kind of identify the correct response from the area of cards or items which is available to him, it's going to be very difficult for you to take child ahead in terms of picture exchange communication system. Next. Using digital applications, yes, it is very much available and very much easy for many kids to use, because they play games on mobile and it's very easy for them to handle application, and it's very easy for parents to make that application available to child everywhere and anywhere child is so there is one Avaz which is very common. There are many few which parents use for them to make children communicate, but usually they are limited to only mand or to level where children can ask for their demands and needs. You can use that application in much better way to increase their vocabulary repertoire, to enhance their awareness about their being. So that is very much possible. So using a digital application is a very good way to use and start their communication. Next. Right. So there is nothing much to describe about in picture exchange communication system. It is more about helping and basically making parents aware about that this is one of the way of communication which can be definitely considered and can be started as early as possible. Usually parents wait for speech till 7, 8, with sometimes with enough stimulation, sometimes with not enough stimulation, maybe relying on 2 or 3 hours of therapy in a day or lesser than that, and they wait for speech. It is very difficult for speech to come in with 2 or 3 or 4 hours of day or therapies at any age. Even at the age of 1.5, we at least expect 8 hours of stimulation for speech to come. So if you're looking forward for to help your kids in building vocals and speech as communication, then please consider giving better stimulation, very systematic planned basically program at home, at the center, at everywhere child is spending their time, child is spending his time to help speech vocals to come. and children to fight their own anxiety to get some vocals out. That's one thing. And the second is the picture and signs. Mm, don't get limit. So if you feel that children has kind of passed many years of his age, maybe 7, 8, 5, 6, or I would say start with picture exchange communication system. Keep stimulating your kid enough, but develop this as a skill which will help them to communicate, and their anxieties, their sensory difficulties, their uh, uh, I would say their self-stimulatory behavior. A lot of things can be taken care when they are communicating their needs, and they are communicating them through a system which is taught to them, right? So let's talk about some questions and then discuss more on what parents want to know about. So if kid is echoic, we shall not encourage pegs. Uh, Sunita Verma, I would say, if kid, what age is your kid? Can you yeah, unmute Sunita so that I can talk to her.
Yeah, please unmute Smita Verma.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Ma'am, my son is 8 years old, and his echolaic language started developing at the age of 4.5. Till that, he was only babbling. From age 4.5, he started echoing, and now he can have intraverbal and he can recite rhymes and everything. But the speech is very unclear, and he cannot tact, like he can tact sometimes, label sometimes, but a to and fro communication is not building up.
Okay, so no, because you are still on a level where he is building tag to and fro is yet to come, and it
Yeah.
will come if we go ahead systematically. Acha, tell me one thing. You said he is very unclear in his speech.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
so can you understand what he speaks?
Yes, I can. And even certain people also, there is only some certain sound pronunciations which is unclear, and there are certain joining which is unclear. Like,
That you can target while stimulation.
okay.
And yeah, absolutely. Use his speech for verbal communication.
Okay.
Use his
Okay.
vocals for verbal communication. I think intraverbal you're doing, go more on tech level, and slowly and gradually go on more of maybe lengthy sentences, echoic, and use that as tech, and then slowly transfer the skills which are developed in tech to intraverbal.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. Name of the digital app. I'm basically Avaz is one. Can you help Harshali with this answer? I think you will know better.
No, Avaz and all only. I have no idea about other digital apps.
Mrs. Rodrigues, you know any?
Yes, ours, ma'am. Even we are using that for us.
Yeah.
I think that
Maybe
is the most
Avaz.
current and
Avaz.
ongoing one.
Okay. Then okay. So
Yeah.
Avaz is one.
It is in India.
In India.
In India, right? It should be in context with Indian items and
Yes,
things.
because in
Yes.
US, etc., there are 2-3 different apps available.
Okay.
But in
Okay.
Indian context, it's ours.
Okay. Sudha, hi madam. Actually, my kid problem is he will not wait to answer. Develop that waiting skill by asking the question for answers he already knows, and reinforce appropriately for waiting and answering, and slowly and gradually build on that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Well, maybe if he knows, example, what is your name? Ask, what is your name? Okay. He will not wait to answer. I did not get again. Also, he would not wait to answer when he knows it, or he would want you to answer, or he would want the reinforcer. What does that mean by he will not wait to answer? Sudha, could you please?
Yes, you can unmute, Sudha.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, actually, waiting problem means, suppose I ask first, what is your name? he'll show like Supratik. First he'll show Supratik because his name is Supratik. After that, he changed his mind and he'll show another one. That is what my question is.
So what you're saying is if there are pictures.
Suppose,
Yeah.
ma'am, so suppose what you want to eat. Suppose the question is, I put all the fruits pictures and all those things. First he'll show apple. Suppose I'll ask Suppu, you want to eat apple. Again, he'll change that. That is the question.
Maybe he doesn't know to mand yet. Okay, do one thing, start with only 2 items, one clearly not acceptable by the child and another which is acceptable by the child, so that you know that whether child knows what to mand for or not really. So example, what we do is basically, if child doesn't like to eat medicine and there is apple, there's picture, so I keep both the things as in front of the child, and if child in case points medicine, we definitely feed him medicine.
Okay.
By making them aware that if I select that, I will get it and I don't want that.
Ma'am, one more question is, suppose my kid now is 10 years. He can speak, suppose from last 6 years, he is speaking only Amma and Nana because we are Telugu. He speak Amma and Nana. When we are forced to tell him like say Amma, he'll say Amma. That's it. He'll not use any other word. I don't know whether he don't know
I am
how
not
to
very sure, Sudha, that how much stimulation is given. But I understand one thing, that at the age of 10, if not much of speech has come, definitely switch your communication to picture exchange communication system. And if you think you want to work more on speech still and you have enough support system, then get the stimulation program done for entire day with best of the intensity for at least 6 months, and then come to a conclusion whether your child can speak or not.
Ma'am, whatever we speak, he can understand, ma'am. But coming to the recommunicate, no, then only has the issue. Suppose Suppu go for brush, he'll go to brush and pick the brush. But the thing is,
No, I'm
coming
talking about vocals right now.
yeah.
We are talking
That
about
is very
vocals.
true.
Yeah. If you think your child has spoken these 2 words well and you still want to give chance to speech stimulation, constant reinforcement to reinforcement schedule and absolute stimulation on language and speech all the time in maybe words.
One last question, ma'am. My question, my inner feeling is whether he don't know the speak or the words he doesn't speak. That is the question.
That's what I'm telling you. Once you will start playing with the child constantly and stimulating absolutely 100% of the time, it will be very easy for you after 6 months to decide on whether it is difficult as a skill or it's a performance deficit. बीच में कभी भी 2-4 वर्ड्स भी सुनाई दे दिए तो आपको पता चलेगा there is a scope and it's a performance deficit, it's not a skill deficit for your child. But अगर नहीं आया 6 months की extreme training के बाद, I'm talking about extreme. So look at my face when I'm talking extreme. I'm talking about extreme training.
Ma'am, extreme means suppose 8 hours per day is the extreme, ma'am.
Maybe more than that. How much time your child is awake? Constantly उसके पीछे, see, basically there's music or parallel talk, or maybe talking about pictures around, or talking about things around, or maybe talking about some particular activity that child likes, maybe in words, constant, and keep that very monotonous. I'll tell you, if you are looking at the stimulation program today, if I'm talking about cup and if I'm saying cup, red cup, yes, cup, let's drink with cup, maybe for 5, 7, 8 minutes, and then switch to another one. Right? So every time you see this cup and child enjoys drinking with this cup, and then you are saying cup, child is getting stimulated with the word cup, and there are chances that maybe in 2-3 months he himself comes up with this word cup.
Okay. This one I didn't try.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, that I usually want parents to do this immediately they are diagnosed. That really helps for vocals to come out, and once the vocals are out, I mean, kind of world is open to child. No.
Ma'am, from 4 years up to, whenever we got diagnosed at 3.5, from that we are getting speech therapy and all this, but there is no result. Single word,
maybe you are, that's what I already mentioned, that going to speech therapy definitely helps. but it may not be enough for a child, because in that case, this kind of program at home constantly monitored will be definitely it definitely helps children in achieving speech in my knowledge and experience.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, how can we develop waiting skill in child who is very restless? Maybe start with 1 second of wait. So example, I'll tell you again, if I have a pen in my hand, and I would say, and if I have pen in my hand and child is coming to grab pen from your hand, pen, 1, 2, wait, 1, 2, 3, pen. Okay, and start with the word wait, because once you are saying wait, you're associating numbers with the word wait, and slowly and gradually you may increase your numbers, right? So the first step will be, if I have a pen in my hand and child is trying to grab it, I would say, wait, 1, 2, 3. Yes, you get a pen. Maybe the second stage of training, once this is done and child is waiting for 3 counts, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pen. Yes, you get a pen. Slowly and gradually it could be, yes, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I'll stop counting. Pen. Yes, that allows them to pair the word wait by having some kind of patience. Then this gives them assurance that after the word wait, pen and my reinforcer definitely follows. So it helps them to wait slowly and gradually, building on that. Is my question, is your question answered? Right? All right. So, okay. Digital app already. Can you show any video of using child using text? I'm sorry, I did not get permission from the child. Basically, I was trying and I did not get consent from a parent, so I couldn't get these videos. I do have video, but parents were not very kind of open about sharing their child's video, and I couldn't get. I'm so sorry about it. What exactly you mean by 8 hours of stimulation for speech? Sangeeta, I think I spoke about this in last 2 sessions also. Stimulation of speech is basically the way I explained. If you're talking, so maybe from one activity to another activity, precisely those activities which are preferred by child, and using some kind of vocal stimulation to pair with that activity all the time. Okay, so example, my child is playing on swing, I would keep saying swing, swing, up and down, maybe 3 or 4 words maximum if they are non-vocal kids. Okay, maximum for them to relate to swing. Up and down, swing, swing, swing. Just not swing, 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 because it may get boring to you also and to children also. So I'm just involving 2 to 3 words. Maximum 4. I don't go beyond that because it's very difficult for children to pair more than those words within activity for them to get stimulated and use that in future. So swing, 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 up and down, swing, swing, swing. Maybe it goes for 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Till the time I feel the child is enjoying swing. Once I know child is getting restless on a swing, before he gets down from the swing, I myself is going to change the activity to maybe jump, 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 up and down, jump goes high, jump, we are jumping, something. Just 2, 3 words, I'm giving examples. Okay, jump, 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 high, 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 jumping. Maybe that for 3 to 4 minutes or 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 12 minutes, depending on your how much patience your child is showing to do that activity. It could be 12 today, it could be 4 tomorrow. You have to be prepared that you have to see the indication of child where child shows a sign that he is getting restless and he is not enjoying that. If child leaves that activity by his own and goes to something else, that means I, as a therapist or a trainer, is failing to build trust on me. Here, what I'm trying is, I am the giver. I am trying to give you everything available, best possible activities that you like. And you don't have to worry and be anxious about what I'm going to do next. Usually parents, bachcho ko, they try to sit with kids only when they want to train kids. They want to put some demand. And I personally feel at least 2 or 3 months of only reinforcers to reinforcers training, which has many benefits. The first, the very important stimulation for speech. Secondly, building trust on you. Third, reducing the anxiety where child is so happy in his own environment because he's getting everything what child is liking. Fourth, self-stimulatory behavior, all kind of non-desirable behavior maybe are just, I mean, they don't have place in child's life because he's busy enjoying. So these all benefits are definitely associated for with this reinforcement to reinforcement schedule, preferred to preferred schedule. It is also called that way. It works brilliantly. So 8 hours of stimulation means 8 hours of constant speech in your child's ears. It may sound very difficult, impractical, but that's the reason the first session was taken, where you can divide your work among all the people at home, maybe your another child if you have, maybe grandparents, where they can, if grandparents are old and maybe they can't play anything else, they can be asked to maybe just push them on swing and use 2-3 words of swing up and down, etc. So use best available resources and try to stimulate your child.
Ma'am, one question, that how to introduce PECs for autistic child?
PECs for how to introduce.
Yeah, how to introduce.
Start with that's what I said. Start with listeners' responding skill. Start with making them point various things and various people of surrounding. Slowly and gradually move to cards or words or symbols depending on the level of the child. Then slowly and gradually you could use them for making them manned, or making them make them use the vocabulary, make them learn the vocabulary. So what I just spoke about function feature class. So if there are cards and you want to ask, okay, which color is the pen, and child shows me the white color, or what do you write with and child shows me pen, or okay, what do you do with pen and there is a picture of writing, and then, or maybe the word writing, the word with the the card with the word writing, and then they can point that. So start with listeners responding first. Immediately, if you really want to start picture exchange communication system for your child, listeners responding skill, imitating, so motor imitation, and basically following instruction, to so basically following instruction to do the 1-step, 2-step actions, or identifying pictures according to function feature class. These are the initial skills that you need to start with. Can Avaz help in developing comprehension skill with children on spectrum? Yeah. So picture, because child is relating to that symbol or a word or a picture and using an app. So language comprehension is definitely developing. What level of comprehension you are targeting here is not something what I'm understanding. But for sure, yes, Avaz definitely helps them in understanding language and using them. So maybe by using I want, or no, or yes, or maybe by using textual or tacting as a skill, they are definitely working on comprehension skills as a byproduct. Maybe unmuted for my previous question. Amandeep. Amandeep.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Good evening.
Right.
Good evening,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah. Hi,
So, ma'am, So, ma'am, coming back to my previous question, wherein I asked, like, how do we develop waiting skill in a child, and the technique that you just mentioned. Well, I've been doing exactly the same, but sometimes it so happens that supposedly I'm taking my child to a mall. I don't know what obsession he has this with the escalators and the lift, wherein he would just make a mad rush for the escalator and the lifts.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I just to tell you one more thing. So wherein I introduced social story for him with pictures and because he reads very well. So everything was written on a page with pictures. Like you will be going to a mall, you will be holding Papa's hand. So there's a picture of holding hand, and then we will go up and down the escalator for a few times. Then we can go to a time zone. Then we can have your favorite snack. So all this I had written, as well as the pictures were there. But unfortunately, this technique was not working at all.
Okay. So Amandeep, what I understood by your question is your child, escalator that you are talking about in mall is something which is highly reinforcing in mall scenario,
Yes.
and he loves to go there. Okay.
Yes.
And I'm sure it is not available all the time around the house where he lives. And that's the reason whenever he gets chance, he doesn't want to basically comprehend to what he has understood out of your social story, but he definitely goes on his instinct because he's not trusting you in terms of that whether he will get escalator again or not.
Probably, yes.
Yes. So what I would have suggested is basically, maybe this would be little difficult for you to do, but take him to mall and say, today we are going to mall for escalator.
All
Okay.
right.
And let him play on escalator how much time he wants, maybe half an hour or 1 hour maximum, like how much he can play on that. Okay. And then
Alright.
take him and then get him there. So build his trust on you that when you say we'll go to escalator, you will definitely take him to escalator. Okay. Just on a
Okay.
training, because no therapy will work. No therapy
Alright.
will work. You will only have to be a therapist here to help your child, right? So do
All
as a
right.
therapy session, take in there, do that. Okay. Secondly,
Fine.
kind of build one more very strong reinforcer, which is almost equivalent to escalator. Okay. Let's say if it's mobile and child is not getting mobile at home enough, and it still comes on a very high preferred item. Okay. So today, when after like 3 or 4 days of visiting mall and playing on escalator, today you're going to show a card that today we go to card, no escalator, we are going to play with phone. Take him to the mall, definitely doesn't allow him to go to escalator because you've already given 4 days of escalator play, and give him phone, let him play. And okay, during these mall visits, you are just going on with the purpose of therapy. You are not going for your work right now, right?
Got it.
So
Okay.
you're going to give phone in your child's hand. You're going to say, let's play on phone. Maybe you can also involve in this play. Let him enjoy and then take him back home. Maybe in 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes. The minute you feel that the reinforcer of phone is getting down and he would really want to go to escalator, take him out of the mall and go home. How old
Okay.
is your child here?
I'm 4.5.
Okay, so easy to be carried and taken home.
Yes.
I'm expecting that.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So you do that for 3 to 4 days, okay, and slowly and gradually develop one more other reinforcer, maybe eating something which is not restricted out of his diet again, and his dietary habits. And then you can say, today we're going to mall, no escalator, no phone, we're going to eat this. So do that slowly and gradually, and then slowly and gradually you can develop where we go to mall, mama, dad does shopping, and then you have escalator time or a mobile time or a ice cream time, or example if it's ice cream time.
All right.
So you are building trust. So social stories, you are giving lot of instructions maybe, and nothing is, and your trust on you is definitely not in place. So your social stories are not going to work there. Maybe
Alright.
he knows, he understands, he will answer all the questions. But while going there, khatam, sab kuch. Tum jao, tum apni jagah pe.
Got
I'm
it.
going to
Yes.
on my
Yes.
escalator.
That is what is happening.
Yeah. So you need again, this is called stimulus pairing, where you are making your card pair with actual incident of what is going to happen, and you're going to be on that whatever happens.
All right.
So other thing what you can do is, so after like you have 4 to 5 reinforcers in mall, maybe eating an ice cream or sitting on a car or playing on an escalator or playing with the phone or something like that, or going some ride on the top floor or something. What you can do is you can easily put 111 demand. See, I would tell you one thing. Taking the mall, taking your child to the mall for your long work and lengthy shopping is is something what I would say 4.5-year-old typically grown and linguistically developed child will also not do. Trust me, he will not.
Right.
I have 11-year-old and I know it's just not possible. They don't come. They don't enjoy your shopping. These techniques are for the days where you don't have any choice and you want to quickly do something and you want to, but if you expect that I want to roam 2 hours for my leisure and I want my child to be with me, I'll tell you it is very high expectation
Right.
from
No,
any
no,
kid.
each time we go out is just for him only. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever time we spend just for him.
No, you may go for your time. I'm not saying that, but those time will be only his reinforcers time.
Right.
So when you want to spend 2 hours, you have to make sure that he has 2 hours of reinforcers continuously coming.
Right.
That can help you to be there. And otherwise, if you want some quick work and you want to cooperate, this kind of techniques may help you.
So, ma'am,
Miss
each,
Gill,
each
I'd like
Yeah.
to interrupt a little bit over here, but just to resonate with our experience,
Yeah.
our daughter Joanne also used to do this exactly the same thing. Okay. And we had studied it very well as per what Mr. Amandeep has studied. So what we started doing was we knew that she is going to run. So my daughter used to hold her hand. As soon as we used to enter the mall, I used to run to the escalator. Okay.
That's
And then
the
I
same
used
thing
to
what
call
you're
her.
doing now.
Yes, and then I used to call her, and then she used to know that we are not stopping her. In fact, it is our craving that we are leading her to come back over there to the escalator. And maybe after 10 or 12 times, that got weaned off, because it was not an anticipation that a craving as such, because she knew that Dada is already going to go over there. So what is new about it?
May I know who is talking? May I know who is talking?
Yeah, the Rodriguez family.
Okay. Maybe you're not seen, so I don't know. Okay. Mr. Rodriguez, what you're saying is absolutely correct. See, I always give this example to all my parents. Just imagine you being a layman. See Shah Rukh Khan somewhere close to you. What will be your gesture? Most of the parents, most of the, or Katrina Kaif maybe, and you will go bizarre. You will not know, and you will be out of your sync for sure. That you would want to click. Maybe it is undesirable and it is not looking appropriate, but you still want to go inside in the crowd and you want to click the picture and you want to say hi or you want to do something which is inappropriate. You know that. But if Shah Rukh Khan is your neighbor, how would you react to that? You will say, okay, let it be.
Exactly.
So once you know that it is available and I don't have to go bizarre for that, your crave for that activity may really reduce. And it is very easy. And that's what I want, Amandeep, that take him to mall, take your child to mall, let her enjoy escalator and then do your work and follow it with some other reinforcer. So slowly and gradually, but go with enough time where that most of the time we go for shopping, we have enough limited time for ourselves also. And we go really very anxious that kaise kare, bachche ko sambhale, you do your work and how do you manage things. So it's very difficult. And I would tell you 4.5-year, 5-year-old kid, any kid, I will tell you, my son is 11 years old. I have not tried shopping with him ever yet. It's most challenging thing because they want to do very bizarre things and you are, maybe their reinforcers are different, not escalator, but they just want to go to one shop, Puma, again and again and shop one thing again and again. There is no point of that. And I think I do same. That today we're not going for your work, today going for my reinforcer, today you have your work and we are going. But that kind of comprehension is possible because language is developed. You may have to use some kind of cards or some kind of actions for children to make them comprehend. Yes, Amandeep?
Right, ma'am. So, ma'am, just one last thing I need to understand. So whenever I'm following this technique with him, so do I need to show the picture of a mall and the escalator that, okay, today we are going to do only this?
What is the level? Is he vocal? Is he?
Yes, he is vocal.
You may just say that. You may not use.
Okay. All right.
Or if you feel that your words are, is he trained enough where your words are? I mean, he understands your words. If you say no.
Yes, he does. He does.
Then you may not need pictures. Then you may not need.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We have a question on waiting time for our kids when they are attending outdoor competitions. Waiting time exceeds when it beyond our control despite preparing the child. Reinforces Mr. and Mrs. Rodriguez. Keep I would say keep very, very strong reinforcers to be used at that time. Usually doctors visit are also bad, because when you go to meet neurologists or pediatricians and you have long queue, it's very difficult because they don't understand that why are they there, why are they placed there, and what they're going to do. What is the role there? See, most of our kids, they can't plan their activities by their own. Right? So it is very essential that we plan for them. And if we plan demand for them, that okay, wahan pe baith ke wo likh lega, he is not going to write. It's a demand for child. Okay, so those waiting time, okay, understand one thing, if you will be placed in this kind of waiting time where for some kind of competition, what would you do? Either you would talk to someone or you will be on phone. Phone, parents don't give because they're no, phone is bad, of course, and we can't give them enough phone. No other reinforcers are developed which they can do that. Talking is not the skill they want to get in. Drawing and colors, maybe they want to do, but it's not really possible to give them books to colors. Stories, they are not interested. Toys, if they like something which are too big to carry, on small things, they have already misused at home by playing with them enough. So keep one or two, maybe, see, phone is definitely, phone games are always handy. I'm not advocating use of phone, but I understand it's one of the unlimited reinforcer for all of us, me as well as kid as well as you. So if at these times a phone is used to make them calm and organize their thoughts and doing some activity which can pass their time, which is absolutely, we also don't know what they have to do into, it is okay. Or maybe Rubik cubes if they like. Now I have trained kids in doing Sudoku. So if they're visually very strong, they can do Sudoku. So I try to give them Sudoku games in papers or in books or in mobile, which they can do and pass. Rubik cube is one thing, or fidget spinner if they are sensorially, visually kind of seeking kids and they want to play with fidget spinners. Sometimes we give something to eat, maybe some snacks or something which are not readily available as at home, and we want to restrict them on. So if they are eating chips at home and you're giving chips again while waiting time, and they are full from home, I always want parents to keep them little empty stomach when they go out, because you can utilize that time by giving some snack. Because if they're full, तो फिर तो आपका कोई भी, I think, snack भी as a reinforcer काम नहीं आएगा. They'll throw away everything, because if they're full in energy, if they are full with everything they have played and they are full with stomach, they just want to run here and there because they are high in energy. If you can't allow that, then you want child to sit. Then definitely they should be low in energy. So some kind of OT exercises before you go step out and you know the time is going to be difficult. Maybe climbing stairs 4 to 5 or 6, 7 floors will also help them calm. And then carry some food dabba, thoda, so that they can. So movies, we had trained one kid for movie where we knew that movie is definitely not going to be entertaining to kids. So he has to have 3 hours of reinforcers continuously, where he can allow parents to see movie. And this is very much possible if we decide and we plan wisely. Right?
So, ma'am, thanks a lot. I mean, most of it, we have tried to address. Like, we had a sensory bag in the car. So what we said about fidget toys and food, I had like tiffins, because sometimes competitions were such like we didn't know when their turn is going to come. And sometimes there was delay in chief guest coming.
We ended, making those chips into crumbles.
Yeah.
Okay, to increase the waiting, to occupy the waiting periods. You know? But then there are sometimes like, despite preparing the child, the waiting times go beyond your control.
Yeah.
I understand. When you are prepared for 2 hours of reinforcement, and then it goes beyond 3 hours, then if possible, just take child down and let him run. See, I'll tell you something. I don't know what will be the situation and what will click best that time. But it is just about some kind of understanding of how can I help my child. Maybe just taking a drive out, ki ek parent bete ek drive pe leke chala jaye. That can also help. So I don't know what will be available reinforcers during that time, but you can. There is no other way than keeping them engagement reinforcers. That is one thing that I want to do. There is no other way. You can't make them no social stories at that particular time when they're
Work.
it doesn't work. Maybe they will answer you. You will ask them question, what do you do when you're doctor? You will wait. They will answer, but they won't run. Here and there.
She can see the full series. Only thing is that sometimes I feel it's her anxiety. She knows she has to finish the competition and leave. But she's not able to understand that, wait, we have to wait for chief guest and all those things. And sometimes chief guest only takes so long.
And suddenly it rains and the competition is stopped in between.
Then
I can understand. I can so relate to this kind of.
It becomes very difficult for her. We can understand what she is going through. So anyway,
and it's a parent's call ultimately at that moment. What
It's absolutely, it's just about your understanding of what can be done and what will work. So many a times parents start with social story that time, that okay, hum kya karte hai, kya nahi, but then it is not going to help you. What is going to help you is only reinforces. So start thinking and storming your brain in terms of what reinforces will work right now to make this child calm. That's it. But I'll tell you, when you spoke about sensory bags, is this a bag which is not readily available at home?
No, yes. It's not. It is exclusive, and they both our children know that their bag only is in the car and it doesn't come home. And they have that discipline by now. Because at home there are various activities. So I will not give all these fidget things to do.
That it will not be a reinforcer, if it is readily available.
Yes. They will not serve as reinforcer when it isn't actually needed to be.
Yes.
Right. Absolutely. So maybe some kind of these things, or maybe mobile. So doesn't mobile work that time?
It works for some time.
But then we, as parents, we also require the mobile for recording, when the event is going on. So we also require reinforcers at that moment.
So then at that time, battery jayega, all those things are there. And it works for sometimes it doesn't work, because I think her anxiety is more that I want to finish the competition and go. And that is not happening.
Yeah. Maybe I completely agree too. Sometimes they just want to, they see that whole situation is completed when they are out of it.
Yes.
And it's taking beyond their understanding and expectation, and they have some kind of very brain clock which tells them that this is going beyond. I understand that sometimes it's most of the time if child has 1 hour session, if it's gone to 1.5 hours, they understand that ye aapka bahut zyada ho gaya, आधा घंटा zyada le liya aapne. I don't give so much time to anyone. That kind of thing. So I understand, but I know, but the only thing is what we can prepare ourselves that what we. So maybe one person's mobile can be gone to child and something like that can happen. Because I'll tell you something, mobile is a very handy reinforcer, and you can immediately download anything to engage your child's attention. And if it is not given enough at home, I'll tell you something. I think our screen are as linguistically developed adults, we enjoy mobile not less than 10 hours in a day. So it has high engaging capacity. So कितना भी होगा कम ही पड़ेगा वो. And you have, it's enough. I mean, it is unlimited entertainer. And you have so many things coming and going, and mobiles, and I mean games and music and Netflix series and so many things. You may want to, if you know that this is what has happened, you may want to keep thing in mind that if अगर ज़्यादा time लग गया तो ये वाला reinforcer हम लोग सीधा उसको Peppa download करके दे देंगे, or we will do something which he has not seen. Or if you know that Peppa was just seen by her maybe yesterday or today, or maybe something else, then you in your mind, if you're ready that okay, if situation turns out I know this, then maybe, so always think little ahead and think for worst. Always think for worst. Never think last time अच्छा हुआ तो अच्छा ही होने वालेगा. Never. अगर वो अच्छा चला गया तो वो आपके नसीब है. Just thank God and come back home. Just do that. Okay. Thank you so much. My son is 4.5 years old. He used to say alphabets, few words, sing rhymes by reading, but not communicating even for his needs. How to improve his verbal communication, ma'am? Start with man training and tact training. Which city you are in? Can we unmute?
Yes. Yeah.
Ilagavati.
Yeah. Please unmute yourself. Oh, what's her name?
Hi, good evening, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you for the opportunity. Ma'am, we are in Chennai. Actually, we are giving him training for around 1 year here in Chennai, Ramachandra. Speech therapy and other therapies we are giving. But actually, during when he was 3 years, he used to say his alphabets and a few words and shapes, names, like those things that he used to say, but not a proper communication. But after that, he suddenly stopped saying nothing. He was very quiet, and he got regressed something. Then now again he is saying few words, but only these words he is saying, but not communicating with us. Even he will not call me. He knows, like, even I used to see picture cards and flash cards, and used to teach by that method. He used to pick the card, take the card amma nana, means he used to take the card correctly and give it to me. But he's not saying that word, like grand tata nana. He's not communicating those words, but he knows that that is the correct picture, and he used to take and give it to me, but not communicating.
I would tell you, go to a person who is trained in verbal behavior in Chennai.
Okay.
Okay, trained certified verbal behavior therapist, maybe ABA therapist who's trained in verbal behavior.
Okay.
Get your child assessed on VB-MAP or ABLS. Okay, these are two functional assessments which allows them, mostly VB-MAP tells you on what level your child is functioning for his verbal abilities. Okay. And start stimulating your child at home constantly, the way I just told you. Or if you don't have verbal behavior therapist around, get yourself, there are many verbal behavior courses online too. Get yourself trained and help them, because your child is just 4. I would say immediately get into it. It may happen that your child would be verbal and will learn language skills as best as possible as soon. Just tell him mama is not going to come today. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. So how to get that online verbal courses, ma'am? How to get that?
Verbal behavior training, there are many. Harshali, are you aware about any verbal behavior online training? Anything? I definitely do one, but there are many from USA also that people do.
No, ma'am, not aware of any.
Okay, I will try to find something. But get yourself verbal behavior trained. This skills will definitely help your child also, and you also to build on goals ahead.
Okay, ma'am. Actually, we don't know how to train him. That is the problem we are facing. I don't know whether we are giving him a correct training or not. That is the problem, because
I don't see the training going correctly, because if your child is verbal since so many years and still that verbal ability is not taken ahead for communication, at least little, then I would say that definitely training is lacking somewhere, and please take care of that, and don't wait for miracle to happen. It is in your hand, and it's just that you need to do something about. So go through some Google things and you will get some training, or you can contact me and I'll try to give some book. Okay, there is one book on verbal behavior. You can also read that. That will give you some understanding, maybe not great training. There is one verbal behavior by I think Mary Barua.
Mary Barua. Okay, ma'am.
Mary Barua. Verbal behavior by Mary Barua. Yeah. Okay. Try to read that. Or applied behavior analysis by Mary Barua.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, we skipped 2 questions. Okay. I'll just read it out. My son is 13 years old and he repeats the sentences and he communicates only need-based. How to improve his communication?
My son is 13 years. He repeats the sentences and he communicates only need-based.
Need-based, and how to improve his communication?
Yeah. You can work on his. If he is communicating everything in sentences on for his needs, then go to manding for actions. So open, or maybe make me wear clothes, or let's go, or something like that, and start with better tact training by giving them function feature and class training by tacting and going to intraverbal. So that may sound a little technical, but again, I am telling you so that you can mention and you can talk to your therapist. If she's trained in verbal behavior, she'll be definitely able to help you in this. It's all go to manned for action training, and following that would be manned for information training. Okay, and with that, please do tag to intraverbal training and function feature class. That will broaden his vocabulary and his needs will be taken care. Okay, how much time? Yeah, Vrushali, right? I think I answered that only, na?
Yeah, how much time approximately it should take to improve sitting tolerance in a child? Does it improve in ADHD?
It does, definitely, but there is nothing like improved sitting tolerance. It's kind of a myth situation where you're expecting 100% of best sitting tolerance. You don't expect to any kid. So we work on little better sitting, and then we start on targets immediately. So you don't work on sitting tolerance and then start the training. No, you never do that. You expect some kind of sitting, you introduce the demand, you get little better with sitting, you give little better more demands, you get better with it, and so it's a very everyday's work in building on sitting tolerance and giving more demands. So how much does it take? It does take just a second. Huh? Yeah, so there is no answer to how much does it take. It's a very regular work which usually therapists do. So, or a sitting tolerance is again very inconsistent, I'll tell you. It depends on what demand you're giving. If you're giving clay work which child likes, or maybe bead work that your child likes, or some kind of reinforcer activity, your sitting tolerance will be better. And if you'll give some other work, maybe some kind of communication work or some kind of language work or writing work, then sitting tolerance will be less. So there is no answer to about improved sitting tolerance. It's very inconsistent. You have to take care of the situation. You have to get your work done. That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Aarti Patil.
Okay, she wants to unmute.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Aarti, you can unmute yourself.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, my child is 4.2 right now, and he was diagnosed at the age of 3.5. The thing was, we got to his diagnosis was the self-talking was too much, ma'am. Then we started with the OT and speech every day, 1 hour. And immediately, I think within 2 or 3 months, we got the result. He was talking quite normally. I went to my mother's place and we make it bulky. He could eat almost 10 to 12 people in a day. So it was very advantageous for us, ma'am. But the thing is, sitting tolerance and eye contact is not improving, ma'am, right now. His language and everything, it has improved. In academics also, he's very good. But eye contact, even if we'll ask him to count 1 to 10, he will look here and there, not into our eyes.
When he wants to communicate his needs, does he look into your eyes?
Yeah, ma'am, that time he looks, definitely.
Because that's his need, that he wants to communicate.
Yes. Yeah, ma'am, that time. But he tries to avoid. Every time he tries to avoid. He'll look for 1 or 2 seconds and then he'll see here and there.
Okay. What are the demands right now? What are the other visual discrimination skills that you are talking about? Let's not talk about language right now because it's well developed according to you, what you're saying. So what are the...
Language is very good. Academics is very good. Basic eye contact skills and sitting is not there.
Right. Can you tell me what are the demands in terms of visual discrimination skills?
Demands in the sense I'm not getting, ma'am.
So visually, what are the activities that you are targeting right now to teach him? So does he
string? I'm just using those the ticklies of different shapes and
Ah.
everything, and
Does
that
he-
activity, or
He does
the
these
state
activities.
in the dark room. I'm doing that. Flashcards. Yes, ma'am.
He does the tickly activities and everything.
Yes, ma'am.
He does
But
them.
right now he's not going through the OT for 2 months. Since 2 months.
That's okay. But are you
Speech
doing
and
those
OT is he's not attending.
No. But are you doing
Yes,
those
yes, yes,
activities?
ma'am. I'm taking it.
But he does them. He likes them.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, he'll be sitting, he'll be doing, but after the activity, he'll keep on walking only. He'll not sit on one place. All the time, he'll keep on walking only.
Not understanding your, because is he imitating your
Hardly
motor
2 to 3
actions?
minutes,
Does he imitate your motor actions?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
All the motor actions. Even if you do some clay work, he will imitate you and do that.
Yes, immediately, ma'am. The sensor is also reduced to almost 70 to 80%, ma'am. He used to be very afraid of cooker or mixer voice or everything. Now it is reduced, ma'am, completely.
Okay. Okay. So could you work
And with
on,
reason he talks, ma'am.
huh?
The reason he talks means just not haphazard. His talk is really very good. Means I
Okay.
didn't expect even he'll talk so nicely within such a short time. But the sitting is only not improving, so he cannot sit for the online classes. He knows everything, ma'am. Even if I'll tell him one thing once, no, he'll remember for 5 to 6 months next. I don't have to repeatedly tell him, "Okay, this
Work
is
on
this and this is this."
work on
He will
listeners
ask you.
responding skill. Work on listeners responding skill at better level. Okay. Expect at least
Okay, ma'am.
first you target 2 minutes of work, then go to 7 to 10 minutes of work constantly and reinforce at the end of the work. So develop the
Okay,
sipping
ma'am.
tolerance by doing that. And while manding, if he says, I want water, he doesn't look at you. Until he doesn't look at you, don't react on that mand. Okay.
Okay,
For
ma'am.
example, the way I am looking down, I want water, and I'm not getting water. I'll definitely say, I'll definitely look up that kya kar rahi hai, dekh nahi rahe, kya aap main pani mang raha hu. So I'll look up and I'll say, I want water. Yes, good looking. Take
Yeah.
water. Do something like that. All the answers that you ask question.
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am.
If you ask him, what is your name? Okay. What's your child's name?
Yes, ma'am.
What is your child's name?
Ridhan.
Ahan.
Ridhan.
Ridhan. Okay, so what you do is, example, I am Ridhan, and you have asked me what is my name, and you have my favorite maybe toy in your hand. Okay, and you are asking me what is your name. Ask me what is
Yeah.
your name. Ask me what is my name. Ask
Okay.
me what is
What
your
is your
name.
name? What
Okay.
is it?
Ridhan.
What is the name?
Ridhan. My name is Ridhan. My name is Ridhan. My name is Ridhan. My name is Ridhan. And then you'll immediately, yes, you answered me correctly, and take a toy.
Okay, right now.
So all the answers have to be asked only known answers. Okay. Again, when you are doing eye contact training, don't asking questions which you are trying to train on, because you will be very confused in terms of wo dekha nahi ki usko answer nahi aata hai. Don't come into that very 50-50 kind of situation. Don't get yourself involved in that. So ask those questions which you know that it definitely knows answers. Okay. And then if he answers, and then you have toy in your hand, and you are going to maybe, or some kind of chip in your hand, or some kind of drink in your hand which your child is liking, and then serving as the reinforcer at that particular time. And then you are, what is your name? And the minute he sees you, my name is Ridhan. Yes, maybe a spoon of save or a toy in his hand, and then take it back. And then another question. The minute he looks at you and answer, you only give that reinforcer to him. That's it. Do that training constantly for 6 to 7 questions, and then set him free.
Okay.
Try doing that. If you have my number and you want to send some videos, keep sharing videos. I will try to help you.
Yeah, I take one question from Facebook that my kid's age is 8 years, autistic, non-verbal kid. Speech therapy was did up to last year, but because of COVID, it was discontinued. Still, he did not talk two-letter words. What can I do right now?
How old is he? 8 years.
8 years old. Speech therapy was.
Okay. Communication 2 years तक नहीं है, 2 words तक नहीं आया, मतलब 1 word में है ना?
हाँ, still
मतलब
he did
1 word
not talk. Two-letter words नहीं बोलता है. That's what she said.
2 letter words नहीं बोलता है. तो वो फिर पेक्स पे जा सकते हैं. I thought 2 words and phrases नहीं बोलता है. I heard it that way.
Yeah, she said he did not talk two-letter words. Yeah.
Okay, then in that case, you may try doing intense stimulation program at home, and with that, please train him into picture exchange communication system where he can learn to communicate with the pictures. Yeah, I think that is one thing that you can do. Okay, just a second.
Yes. Baby.
Okay, yeah, thank you. So which is the next question?
Hand is raised, so I will just ask.
Yeah.
Ask to unmute. Yeah. Syed saves mother. Yeah, unmute yourself. Syed saves mother. You can unmute yourself, please, and ask your question.
Maybe.
Yeah, she's unmuted.
Okay.
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, hi.
This is
your voice is not really audible.
Okay, this is Miraj, ma'am, first mother. My name is Miraj.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. My son is 5 today, and he couldn't pronounce the word Ra.
I am not being able to hear the voice very clearly.
The voice
Could you
is
wear
not
a
clear.
mic or something so that it is audible better?
Ma'am. Is it audible now?
Yeah, it is audible now.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. My son is 5 and he couldn't pronounce the words properly, sound R and F.
Okay.
R and F. This is one thing, ma'am. The second is he had speech earlier, as the previous parent has said. The same was the situation with us. He had speech when he was 3. I mean, speech in the sense he was not a need-based verbal, but he used to speak some words, like say ABCD rhymes and things. But suddenly he stopped, and now as he reached 4, he was totally non-verbal. We started speech therapy. Now I am getting trained and I'm giving the therapy at home. But he couldn't move from 1 word to 2 words. He is at 1 word now, saying 1 word.
He's at 1 word and he doesn't have 2 sounds clearly. Okay?
Yeah.
But does he use his one word ability for communication? Is he using that for communication?
He isn't using it for communication. Just when I show him a card or show him an apple or show him some object, he says, yes, this is this. That's it. But he is not using it for communicating.
So just words, maybe apple.
There's no communication as of anything now. No, he is not a need-based verbal even. He doesn't communicate his needs even. He just points it out or takes to that place whatever he needs, and he gets it.
Use his words ability for, vocal ability of word level for manding. Okay, so by keeping some things which are maybe a thing which is absolutely a clear reinforcer, keep in front of him, so he would name that thing and immediately give it to him.
Okay.
So try using that man, and slowly and gradually you can keep that item little away where it is not reachable by him, and let him use his word and then give it to him. Slowly and gradually you may move from 1 item to 2 items, then 3 to 4 to 10. So you're using your ability to use one word for manding. He's already tacting in one word. If you show him cards, he is tacting. You said that, right? So you may ask him. So maybe you can maybe you can ask interverbal questions. Does he answer what is your name?
No, ma'am, he doesn't.
Okay, so there are two things now. Either we stimulate him for sentences, and it is high possibility that because he is so confident in word, his 2 words phrase and 3 words phrase would come in a month.
Okay.
And then you can use that ability for tacting and interverbal. But if you feel that it will, or more than you feel, if we work enough and it doesn't come, which is highly not possible that it will not come, but if still it given a chance it doesn't come, then you may use that one word ability for tacting he's already doing, and then you can start for interverbal. So you can pair, what is your name? Maybe his name is Saif, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Saif. So you, what is your name? And then you say Saif, and he repeats Saif. Right? And then you say, what's your name? And then because they have tendency to complete the sentence, they would say Saif.
Yes.
So this way the intraverbal communication can be built, but I would still suggest work on lengthy sentences for stimulation, and then we work on maybe my name is Saif as a complete sentence. It is quite possible because child is only 5 right now, and he has ability to speak in words. Two letters unclear is not a concern. It can definitely come ahead. It's not a concern.
I mean, 2 words, ma'am. 2 words. For example, I'm asking him.
No. I'm talking about 2 sounds unclear, which is sir and for that you were talking.
It's okay, ma'am. Is it okay that we can proceed with that?
Yeah. Unclear sound can be proceeded ahead once they are confident enough and they are better. They're better social in imitating actions and words. They will. In my experience, they learn to be clear by their own, and it has happened.
All right, okay. So
But that will happen. But his use of words and language will not happen by himself.
Acha, okay.
So that is to be concerned more than sound.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Try on man training, tact training, and give him stimulation. The kind of what example I just gave about maybe swing. You can stimulate him in sentences that I swing high, and then I swing high, swing up, swing low, swing down. So 2 words and 3 words phrase. If given this appropriately, and tell your maybe speech therapist to, or if you are training him, then constant training of using full sentence. So stimulate him in full sentences, which encourages him to use maybe 2 words and later on 3 words, and then go to tact and intraverbal then.
Okay, ma'am. So you want me to speak to him in sentences, not in words exactly. Now what I'm doing is,
but not instruction following. I don't want you to. So most of the time when I say speak to your kids, kids give them instruction. Go open the door. No, I don't want that. What I want is open the door. So he says with you, while opening the door, if you say open the door, door is brown, door is handle, I open the door. So maybe he also getting stimulated to use similar sentences when he does that activity.
Of course. Okay, ma'am.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, ma'am. Got it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes, Harshali.
Yeah, next hand raise is Satyanarayanan ji. Yeah, you can unmute yourself, please. Yeah.
Hi, ma'am. So basically, I have a kid of 2 years, and she's not responding to name call. She used to do it in the past. Maybe at 1 year she used to do something, but right now she is not responding. She is not taking any commands. Not even like get this, get that. Not even responding anything. And social awareness is not there. So basically, she doesn't play with other kids. She wants to play alone. Like even there are 3 or 4 kids, she wants to play alone, kind of. But but sometimes due to COVID, like we did not allow her to interact with a lot of kids, but still most of the time she does want to play alone. But sometimes she approaches the other kid is like not responding to her, something of that sort. So how do I improve all these things? Like for past 2 months we are doing OT and speech therapy. The feedback that they have given from speech therapy and OT is basically she is improving. It is just like 2-3 months we are going for the sessions. She is improving, but it is at a very slow pace is what I see. I understand that it is slow, but how do I make her improve in home? That is what the major question would be.
Which city you live in, Satyanarayana?
I live in Bangalore.
You live in Bangalore. Okay.
Yeah.
You have many ABA therapists in Bangalore. Trust me, I'm not saying that or ask your speech therapist if she's trained in verbal behavior, or take help of ABA therapist, because verbal behavior training will definitely, she's just 2 years old. Trust me. And all your concerns, there are many concerns. Okay. Let's talk on the first one, which you mentioned was eye contact.
Eye contact is perfect. No worries on the eye contact.
Somebody else was talking about eye contact. You did not speak on that.
I started with name call response.
The name call. Yeah, name call is basically kind of eye contact. Okay, name call. Right, name call. So name call is giving eye contact to name. Right? That's what we are talking.
I would say, if I put TV, she immediately sees the TV. If I blow a balloon or something, she'll have a complete eye contact. So, or if I throw a ball, balloon, or maybe like this bubbles, she'll look into it. Like at least like what I heard from therapist is like her eye contact is absolutely fine.
Okay, I'll tell you something. It's always, this is what I think many of the parents here will agree to, is all the kids being on spectrum are very inconsistent and selective in terms of their skills. One term which is very related to them is selective. They decide when to do something what they want, something they know, and they decide when to not show that skill. Okay. So eye contact, it's never that they don't have eye contact. It's never. They have vision. Why would they not have eye contact? They will always have eye contact to reinforcers or something what they enjoy. Okay. And giving eye contact to something they don't enjoy is a task. Okay. Yes, so when you are calling her, okay, calling your, what's your child's name?
Sanhita.
Sanhita. So when you call your child Sanhita, she may see with this slant eye and decide not to come to you. Sometimes. Or sometimes she may just completely ignore that I'm busy watching TV or so doing something, and I may completely ignore. But if you say, Sanhita, music, and she'll absolutely look at you. Because she knows that music is something what she's like, what she likes, right? So definitely it's selective, right? It's not that she doesn't have ear or eyes. She is being selective in using her senses, her skills. Okay. Again, as a very young parent or a parent to a very young child, every child concerns about name call the first, because that's the first skill which usually kids develop and which becomes a basically concerning thing to a parent, right? But according to me, we go all the way around. I'll tell you how. We all, when we were born, we were social beings. Okay. And because we were social, we were not analytic in terms of कि मम्मी ये करती है, ये मुझे करने की जरूरत है कि नहीं है, ये मैं करूं कि नहीं करूं. I was not inconsistent in my performance the way our kids are, because when I was social, once I was 2, I just wanted to be with others, and I wanted to do things which maybe adults and people around me were doing without using my brain and without being analytic, right? That's how we all are developed. But because our kids are not innately, naturally social, we are teaching them everything, right? We are teaching them to learn their language, to use their language, to use a skill, slowly and gradually become a social. So it's a basically ideal, natural process of development. Kya hai? They're social, their language develop, their motor skills develop, their play skills develop, their social skills develop, their academic skills develop, their emotional intelligence develop. First emotional intelligence develops, then academic skills develop, and that's the way we all grew, But here it is ulta. We are making them, making, because they are not natural, we are giving them language first. We are giving them play skills first. We are giving them motor skills first. And because they can do certain things which others can also do, they are relating themselves to others. And that's the reason they are becoming social. Right? So what is happening? Because there is no speech which is getting developed right now. There is no motor skills because child is not attentive to you right now. She is attentive to only things what she likes around.
Exactly.
And that's the reason your name call is not important to child. When I call you Satyanarayan, you respond to me because you feel अरे इनको मेरा काम हो सकता है मैं देखती हूँ. So does that mean कि मुझे आपका काम है? नहीं. I am aware about your need towards me, which is quite a complex procedure in its if you try to understand. Right? And a child is not really ready because right now she's not even understanding her own needs. It's very difficult for her to understand that my dad is needing me and I should go. But if it is mobile or music or something, she's responding to that because it's clearly her need. So usually if everything goes very well, tuck, by 3.5 or 3, you can expect child to socially respond to you on name call. Because they want to, because by that time, after 1.5 years of intense training, they can relate themselves to others. It may go to 4 also, it is okay. By 4 to par aa jata hai mostly. Agar 2 pe diagnose hue to. If your child is 2 and I'm talking about 2 years of time, essentially it should come at 4. If things go really very well. It may need more sessions, intensity, or 8 hours of work, 10 hours of work, 5 hours of work. But by 3, she should be definitely echoing every word that you want her to repeat. By 3, so after 3 and between 4, by latest I'm saying because she's 3, so I'm talking about 1 year. Maybe by 2.5 also she may start imitating words.
Okay.
If this stimulation, stimulus pairing and what reinforcer to reinforcer schedule, what I'm talking always works very well. She will have speech, and with that at therapy center she'll work on motor imitation, listeners responding, motor imitation, listeners responding, and maybe play skills.
Okay.
So she'll work on these things at center. With that, you will give stimulus pairing at home. All together for maybe 4 to 5 hours of work because she's just 2. It could be enough, and if needed, then we can grow more hours. Will definitely help her come out better with her linguistic skills on time.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Who else? Anshu Gupta. You can Satyanarayan, if your answer is if your question is answered, just put down your hand so it's not confusing anymore. And Anshu Gupta, you could unmute yourself.
Yeah, please unmute Anshu Gupta.
Hello.
Yeah, hi Anshu, tell me.
हाँ, hi. Good evening, ma'am. Ma'am, मेरी जो elder daughter है, वो 13 years old है. She is slow learner. तो जब उसको मैं थेरेपी पे ले जाती थी तो मुझे थोड़ा ये पता चला कि जो बच्चे मतलब बैठते वक्त मीन्स हिप्स पर बैठते हैं और पैर को फोल्ड करते वक्त थोड़ा साइड में निकाल लेते हैं, वो थोड़ा ऑटिस्टिक की तरफ रहते हैं. मीन्स जैसे हम वज्रासन में बैठते हैं और अगर दोनों पैरों को जो लेग वाला पार्ट है उसको अगर बाहर निकाल लेते हैं वज्रासन में,
W sitting.
हाँ, W sitting, हाँ, तो वो थोड़ा ऑटिस्टिक की तरफ इंडिकेशन देता है.
That's one thing, but not always कि वो ऑटिज्म की तरफ इंडिकेशन देते हैं. But it is basically W sitting is basically a larger area of support which they are seeking down. So they don't have control on their smaller limbs, so they're taking support of broader area of their body. So that's one thing, but depends कि बाकी सब skills कैसे developed है.
ओके. अभी मेरी जो छोटी वाली डॉटर है वो अभी 5 years की है, तो वो W सिटिंग में तो नहीं बैठती, बट वो थोड़ा सा एक पैर हल्का सा बाहर लेती है, तो वो थोड़ा बाकी ऐसा कुछ उसमें और कोई इंडिकेशन नहीं दिखता, तो वो थोड़ा उस तरफ मुझे मतलब
कुछ 5 years is she communicating all her needs?
हाँ.
नहीं तो फिर W खाली W sitting is not. Then if comprehension is what, tell her to fold her legs and
बस
sit.
हाँ, थोड़ा उसका ये है कि उसको कोई भी काम रहता है उसको खुद को सबसे पहले करना होता है, किसी और को नहीं करने देती। अगर कोई और करेगा तो रोना चिल्लाना शुरू कर देती है। ये बिहेवियर इशू है थोड़ा। मतलब इवन हम लोग सीढ़ियां अगर स्टेयर्स नीचे आ रहे हैं तो सबसे पहले उसको आगे आना है, वो सबको रोक देगी, खुद सबसे पहले आएगी आगे। और जैसे मान लो हम खाना खा रहे हैं तो वो किसी को अपनी दीदी के साथ खाना खा रही है तो उसको नहीं खाने देगी, पहले खुद पहले फिनिश करेगी। अगर वो दीदी ने पहले फिनिश कर दिया तो फिर उसका रोना चिल्लाना गुस्सा शुरू। ये थोड़ा उसका बिहेवियर।
I think it's more of emotional concerns. Maybe she has.
Okay.
I don't know. There are meet some psychologist if you have somebody nearby.
Mhm.
She'll be able to help you, or talk to somebody who can help you on that. Because here, I think it's not. No. It is not. I mean, I don't see
Not a big issue, ना? हाँ.
No, but
Okay.
फिर भी अगर उसको आपको लग रहा है कि it is a concern, then learn ways to tackle this behavior by giving her better enforcer of, or maybe some kind of understanding and comprehension. I don't know what age, what level she's working, but I think talk to psychologist. She'll be able to, or maybe
Okay,
it's her
okay.
school psychologist.
Okay.
The school will also have a psychologist. Talk to her school psychologist that this is what is happening. Please, if you can talk to her.
Okay.
This may help you. Yeah, this may help.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Namrata.
हेलो मैम।
हाय
मैम ये प्रोग्राम खत्म हो रहा है क्या?
नहीं, अभी तो नहीं हो रहा है, 10
हाँ
मिनट है
हाँ
और।
हाँ, चलो ठीक है। मैम मेरी एक बेटी है, 11 साल की अभी होने वाली है, और स्टार्टिंग में हमें पता चला कि ना वो सिर्फ स्पीच डिले है उसका, पर लेकिन जैसे ही 3 साल में हमें पता चल गया था कि इसके पास स्पीच नहीं है। हमने तभी से स्पीच थेरेपी स्टार्ट करी थी, लेकिन जैसे जैसे एज बढ़ता गया इसमें हमें स्लो लर्नर के जो एविडेंस थे वो भी मिलने लगे, फिर बिहेवियर इशू भी आने लगा। लेकिन हमने ओटी और स्पेशल एजुकेशन और स्पीच थेरेपी इसकी कंटिन्यू ही रखी। अब ये 11 साल की है और इसका सर्टिफिकेट अभी बना है जिसमें आरएमएल दिल्ली के डॉक्टर्स ने इसका असेसमेंट करके बताया है कि ये एसएलडी है।
हाँ।
और मैडम अभी जब ये 10 साल की हुई है, इस साल बाद अभी 21 वाले लॉकडाउन से इसने 2 गलत चीजें सीखी है। नाखून हमेशा बाइट करती है जो अब तक 10 साल पहले तक नहीं करती थी, और अपने सिर के बाल नोचती है, इतना जैसे लग रहा है हम बड़ों के जैसे सारे बाल निकल रहे हैं वैसे। और ये आदत इतनी बुरी हो गई है कि नींद में भी, बाथरूम में सीढ़ी पे अकेली होती है तो वहां भी हम लोग चूंकि डांटते हैं फैमिली के सारे लोग कि तुम्हें ऐसे नहीं करना है रोकते हैं, तो जहां भी अकेली ये होती है वहां भी ये सिर के बाल निकालने लगती है। तो मैडम ये क्या है?
ये जो अपने बाल जो निकालती है उसको पेन नहीं होता है?
ये हम पूछते हैं उससे कि पेन नहीं होता है, तो नहीं मुझे मजा आता है, मुझे मजा आ रहा है।
मीट साइकोलॉजिस्ट फॉर दिस।
साइकोलॉजिस्ट से मिलना चाहिए ना हमें?
यस देयर इज अ कंडीशन
साइड में जैसे बालकनी में है, ठंडा के लिए हम लोग हवा के लिए बालकनी में गए, वहां जैसे ही इसने एकांत देखा वहां सिर के बाल हटाने लगते, सामने के सारे सिर के बाल हट गए। मैम ये बिहेवियर किस में आएगा? ये साइकोलॉजिस्ट हमें मिलना चाहिए।
यस मीट साइकोलॉजिस्ट।
अब चलो ठीक है मैंने, इसका कोई मेडिसिन भी होता होगा या फिर जो साइकोलॉजिस्ट हमें बताएंगे?
So basically, there is a condition which I'm suspecting. Please meet psychologist, clinical psychologist for sure, and try to diagnose. I can't really label anything because I don't know your child, but I'm suspecting something which is major. I don't know. It's not a kind of a panicky kind of a situation, but talk to her to get this solved.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Obed, I'm trying to, I'm unmuting you.
Yeah.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah.
I'm Obed mother speaking. My child is CP child, no? Cerebral palsy. He need, before he went to Alnoor school and Dubai club, now lockdown, he's at home, he's not doing anything. I like to educate him.
How old is
he? He's 26. Where I should go for education?
Okay.
Please guide me.
Okay. Does he communicate his needs?
He shows to, he want to went to washroom, he go, and he's little bit toilet trained. He want food, he come into the kitchen, he need food.
Okay, but if he's out, how will he communicate about his needs?
What?
If he's out, how will you tell him that he's hungry?
He's hungry. He's like he's shouting that I'm feeling hungry.
Start showing
Well,
pictures of basic needs and tell him to recognize those pictures and tell you. Maybe stick those pictures on walls, and every time he's shouting, take him to the wall and tell him to point the picture of what he wants to do. Start with that initially. So man training bolte hai isko, where he has to communicate his needs using pictures. Start that and start with constant reinforcer. What does he do whole day? So try giving music as a reinforcer, or maybe painting or a coloring as a reinforcer. Constantly एक activity देकर उसको पहले अपने आप में happy करना सिखाएंगे आप, तो later on he can be busy in doing something. Mobile games खेलते हैं, अगर mobile games खेलते नहीं है तो basic matching वाले या कोई colors वाले या कोई simple puzzle वाले mobile games introduce करिए to start, where he can engage and he can be happy of himself.
He like to busy, no? At home is not busy.
Give him a lot of play. Give him a lot of play to start.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Yeah, bye. Shravani. Sharvari.
Please unmute, Ms. Shravani.
Sharvari.
Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, tell me.
मैम मेरा बेटा 5 साल का है और उसका कम्युनिकेशन सिर्फ 1 वर्ड में है. वो नीड बेस्ड है, मतलब पानी और कुछ खाने का अगर चाहिए तो वो वही एक वर्ड बोल के बताता है. लेकिन अगर मैं उसको प्रॉम्प्टिंग करती हूँ कि ये सेंटेंस फॉर्मेशन के लिए कि मम्मी मुझे पानी दो, तो आगे का वर्ड बोलता है. जैसे मैं अगर मैं मम्मी बोलती हूँ तो वो बोलता है मुझे, मैं पानी बोल रही हूँ तो बोलता है दो. मतलब उसको पता है कि सेंटेंस में आगे क्या आने वाला है, लेकिन साथ में नहीं बोल रहा है. और अगर उसको हम लोग ने फोर्स भी किया बोलने के लिए तो बहुत फास्ट बोलेगा और उसमें कुछ भी क्लैरिटी नहीं रहेगी. तो ऐसे वो कर रहा है और वो हाइपर एक्टिव भी है.
जब आप सिमिलर पेयरिंग करोगे ना तो पहले है ना 2 सिमिलर वर्ड से चालू करो. ओके, सो एग्जांपल स्विंग. सो अगर आप स्विंग आप एक बार स्विंग बोलोगे वो दूसरी बार स्विंग बोलेगा, राइट? बट इफ ही नोज दैट ही इज ऑन स्विंग एंड देन यू स्टॉप हिमसेल्फ, ही हिमसेल्फ विल से स्विंग. तो 2 वर्ड्स पहले तो साथ में बोलने का चालू कर देगा वो. ओके, डू दैट एंड स्लोली एंड ग्रेजुअली. अगर वो आप बोलते हो पानी, एग्जांपल रेड बैग, तो वो रेड बोलेगा. आप रेड बोलोगे तो वो बैग बोलेगा. रेड बैग, रेड, तो वो बोलेगा बैग. तो फिर आप तुरंत वापस अटक जाओ तो लेट हिम से रेड बैग बाय हिमसेल्फ. इफ नीडेड यहाँ पे आप विजुअल क्यू या सम काइंड ऑफ टेक्सचरल क्यू दे सकते हो. सो दिस इज काइंड ऑफ व्हाट वी डू इज रेड बैग. सो वी स्टॉप हिमसेल्फ and hold his hand, so he'll say red bag, something like that. So this way we train them to think for 2 words which came just now and he has to repeat both. वो आप कर सकते हो तो वो बढ़ सकता है. पर otherwise start using his vocals for tact and intraverbal training also. Don't limit his skills to only manding. खाली पूछने के लिए या मांगने के लिए लिमिट मत करिए. सिखाने के लिए येलो कार या रेड बैग वैसे कुछ आप चालू कर सकते हो सिखाना.
ओके, तो मैडम उसको जनरलाइज कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं है. उसको थोड़ा मतलब अगर आप बाहर का पूछ रहे हो कि ये टी शर्ट कौन से कलर का है तो वो आंसर नहीं करेगा. उसको थोड़े ही बहुत लिमिटेड वो नॉलेज है कलर्स का. तो वो जनरलाइज कॉन्सेप्ट कैसे हम लोग उसका इंक्रीज कर सकते हैं?
मे बी लिसनर्स रिस्पॉन्डिंग से कि शो मी रेड, शो मी येलो, 2 कलर्स लेके 2 चीजों को लेकर मे बी पहले सारे डेली ऑब्जेक्ट्स काले देकर, फिर उसके बाद दूसरे 20 दूसरे कार्ड, दूसरे एनिमल्स, दूसरे फ्रूट्स, दूसरे वेजिटेबल्स, व्हीकल्स, सब चालू करके आप डिस्क्रिमिनेशन करके साउंड्स वर्ड्स आप पॉइंट करवा सकते हो. and then slowly and gradually you can go to colors or many other adjectives, और फिर उसमें आप speech involve कर सकते हो. So listeners responding and then going to tag. आप कहाँ पे रहते हो?
मुंबई.
Go to some ABA therapist or verbal behavior therapist. I'll tell you just one thing because I know that this training has great potential. You may find very monotonous कि एक बात है, but I definitely trust कि ये training से language तो काफी better आ सकता है for sure.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Ma'am, there's one last question from Ms. Pooja.
Yeah.
Ms. Pooja, you can unmute yourself.
Hello.
Yeah.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes.
मैम मेरा बेटा 4 years का है, माइल्ड ASD.
ओके
ओके मैम, उसमें ये बिहेवियर प्रॉब्लम है कि जब भी हम उसको ज्यादा शाउट करके डांटते, जैसे कि वो पोटी टेंडिंग नहीं है उसका, वो उसको 20 मिनट्स 15 मिनट्स बिठाते भी हैं तो वो फिर बाहर आके बिल्कुल आके कर देता है पोटी बाहर पास, पर उसमें पॉट में नहीं करता। तो उसको हम शाउट करते हैं। एक तो उसका पोटी ट्रेनिंग नहीं है मैम, वो एट एनी कॉस्ट वहाँ पास करना ही नहीं चाहता। और दूसरा मैम प्रॉब्लम मेरा ये है कि जब भी हम उसे शाउट करते हैं या उसकी बड़ी बहन है 9 साल की, उसको भी डांटते हैं ना, तो अपने आप को हिट करने लगता है, थप्पड़ मारने लगता है मुंह पर। तो मुझे किसी ने बताया कि उसका बैड बिहेवियर्स को आप थोड़ा इग्नोर कीजिए। तो मैंने उसका बैड बिहेवियर इग्नोर भी किया, तो उसने अपने गाल में से खून भी निकाल लिया थप्पड़ मार मार के। और उसके हाथों को भी कंट्रोल करने के लिए कोशिश करती हूँ, तो मैं कि मतलब वो इग्नोर भी करती हूँ, कंट्रोल भी करती हूँ, पर वो फोर्सली मारता रहता है। जब तक मैं उसको सॉरी ना बोलूँ और थोड़ा हग ना करूँ, प्यार ना करूँ, तब तक वो कंट्रोल नहीं आता। तो मैम मुझे उस कंडीशन में क्या करना चाहिए समझ में नहीं आता, मैं कंफ्यूज हूँ।
मैं भी कंफ्यूज हूँ क्योंकि मुझे एबीसी ऑफ द बिहेवियर समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. सो देयर आर फ्यू थिंग्स that what is the antecedent for behavior, so what is exactly happens before the behavior, what uska ek basically we do something called abc of the behavior which we where every time ये incident होता है पूरे दिन में या पूरे दिन में कितनी बार होता है ये ऐसे इंसिडेंट?
मैम वैसे नॉर्मली खेलता है, प्ले करता है, सब कुछ अपने दीदी के साथ प्ले करता है, पर जब भी हम उस पे इसकी दीदी पे शाउट करते हैं या उस पे शाउट करते हैं कि आपने ऐसे पॉटी पास किया पैंटी में, तो वो तब ना ज्यादा शाउट मतलब उसको थोड़ा सा हम थप्पड़ मारते, तब वो अपने आप को और हिट करता है अपने आप को कि आपने मुझे क्यों मारा, मुझे सॉरी बोलो।
पर ये कह के क्या मतलब है? एक मुझे एक बात बताइए, उनको ये कह के क्या मतलब कि आपने पॉटी में पैंटी में पॉटी क्यों किया? उनके पास इतनी स्किल्स है लैंग्वेज की कि वो आपको बता पाए कि क्या हुआ कि ये पॉटी पास हो गया?
मैम मैंने उसको जैसे बोलती हूँ आपने पॉटी किया तो कहाँ करना चाहिए? टॉयलेट में।
एग्जैक्टली वो क्या करना चाहिए, कहाँ करना चाहिए, इसके क्वेश्चन के आंसर्स आपने सिखा दिए है. इफ यू आस्किंग आपने पॉटी अपने पैंटी में क्यों कर दिया, तो ये चीज का आंसर वो दे पाता है?
नहीं मैम, पर मैं उसको पूछती हूँ
क्वेश्चन नहीं, बट
पॉटी चाहिए तो पॉइंट करता है टॉयलेट में।
हाँ, so that's another question. If you are asking why have you passed potty in your pant, तो उसका आंसर वो नहीं दे पाता है, तो let's not ask this question. Better train him to use toilet in wiser way, and don't ask him questions for which he doesn't have answer. Maybe he is doing that to get escape of your answer, और मे बी
गलती से बोल दे, क्यों नहीं पूछती, मैं बस यही बोलती हूँ आपको टॉयलेट कहाँ करना चाहिए, तो वो पॉइंट करता है टॉयलेट।
But that doesn't mean कि वो दूसरी बार करेगा ना ये, because ट्रेनिंग नहीं हो रहा है इस चीज का.
मैम ट्रेनिंग का मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा। मैम उसका पूरा टाइम टेबल भी बनाया, सब कुछ किया, पर वो भागता है मैम उस चीज से।
कितने साल का आपका बच्चा?
मैम वो 4 इयर्स कंप्लीट हो गए, 5 में चल रहा है वो, और उसमें अपने आप को हिट करने का भी, अपने आप को मतलब उसको डांट
स्किल बाकी चीजें मांग लेता है अपनी जो चाहिए वो.
हाँ 1 पॉइंट में चॉकलेट दे दो, रसगुल्ला दे दो, रोटी दे दो।
नाम पूछो आपका नाम क्या है तो बता देता है.
हाँ उसको आपका नाम क्या है, विवान नेगी, और जैसे मैं मम्मी का नाम, पापा का नाम, दीदी का नाम बताता है, थोड़ा उसको सामने बैठ के आई टू आई कांटेक्ट करके पूछते हैं।
स्कूल में जाता है, बैठता है, रहता है?
मैम अभी जब से उसका हमें पता चला है, एक्चुअली 1.5 साल से पता चला, तब से लॉकडाउन ही चल रहा है, तो स्कूल उसका शुरू ही नहीं हुआ। मैम
कहाँ रहते हो?
मैं नोएडा में रहती हूँ।
Noida has many occupational therapy. Did you speak about this to your any of the therapists? Because मुझे ये समझ में इसलिए नहीं आ रहा है because it's a vast situation. I don't want to just jump into any kind of conclusion. Things which are clear to me I can answer, but here the situation is only so unclear that मैं आंसर दे दूंगी, आप कर लोगे, उसका रिजल्ट नहीं मिलेगा, तो I don't want you to waste your time.
Okay.
Go to ABA therapist, or maybe occupational therapist who has some idea of ABA or has mentor ABA on them. Do something. थोड़ा deep analysis करवाइए language का, language skills का, play skills का, social skills का, sensory का. मुझे अगर आप चिल्लाते हो अगर जोर से, तो whether it is sensory not very acceptable to the child, इसलिए वो ऐसा करता है. What is it? What is it that is happening which he is biting him for? I am literally
मैं वो हिटिंग अपने आप को हिट क्यों करता है? मैं अगर उसकी दीदी को भी डांट रही होती तो अपने आप को हिट करना शुरू कर देता है, मतलब उसका
that's the way he has got escaped in last past few times, कि खुद को मार के आप ट्रबल, अगर वो खुद को मारता है आप उसको रोकते हो, अटेंशन देते हो, या वो वो अपने आप को जब मारता है तो एटलीस्ट आप वो जो आप उसकी दीदी को डांटते हो वो एक्टिविटी बंद हो जाता है.
हाँ जी हाँ जी.
So maybe he is doing that for that. So there are many possibilities around for which he is hitting and you can work on. Okay, so I'm sorry Pooja, but this much information is not enough for me to answer on this. Okay, you can take help of the therapist who knows your child little better, much better, in fact.
Fine, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, I think we are done, ma'am. Thank you so
Okay.
much. And it was a very insightful session as always. I mean, PEX has been, a lot to discover for many parents over here. With the questions coming, we could see that, there's a lot of scope for a lot of parents to work on. And moreover, you've taken trouble of looking into each child's like assessing each child, like what does the child do, why does he do, so that's really commendable.
I'm just
Thank
trying
you.
to do that. Not always possible for complete analysis, but at least some kind of guidance can help them to go ahead with what difficulty they are facing.
Yeah, definitely. And many of the queries, common queries like waiting time, and one parent said about the escalator, so there's a lot of connection. So thank you very much. And we look forward to your next session, that is on independent skills, I think, right?
So by this, so last session is going to help us put demands. So reinforcer to reinforcer schedule हो गया, पर इसमें बीच में therapy में उनका अगर verbal behavior training या language training कहीं पे कुछ चल रहा है, तो वो सारे skills जो developed है, वो उनको पूरे दिन के schedule में कैसे डालनी है as a maintenance work, और पूरे दिन उनको reinforcer में से आप पूरे दिन, मैं हमेशा यही कहती हूँ कि reinforcer दीजिए पूरे दिन, तो ये एक level तक पहुंच गया, अभी आप demand कैसे देना चालू कर सकते हो? I'm going to try talking on that. So which is the last session, so it will help you to understand कि अभी ये reinforcer schedule से हम demand schedule में कैसे जा सकते हैं.
All right. Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Actually, my net is a bit unstable. That's why I'm not coming in front. But I'm just listening and rightly said that you're really taking all the efforts to convey, healthy parents, ma'am. We are really thankful to you and your efforts. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank
We
you.
look forward to the next session.
Absolutely.
Good night, everyone.
Me too. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye. Good night.